Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to 1967. And
I was alive then.
I was not. This is my mom.
It's a good thing she wasn't. I would have really messed
That
things
would have
up.
been, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I invited her back because we had so much fun with Disraeli Gears
Yes.
a couple weeks ago.
We're hoping you did too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so this is my mom, Reppy.
Hi. Hello.
And some of you were there for the Disraeli Gears, so you're just saying hi to Reppy again. Some
And
of you
your
are
life
meeting
has
Reppy.
been forever changed by it. I'm sure you can, yeah, agree with that.
I mean, mine has.
Well, so has mine. I'm just assuming everybody's has.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, as a reminder, the rules for this live stream, the guidelines, I suppose, and I have to type them every time because I always forget to make a little, boilerplate. But please request one song per person, originally released in 1967, up to 5 minutes long, preferably. Artist and song name. No albums, because I won't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
And super chats get priority. Makes sense. And please be kind and awesome. Okay.
Especially awesome.
Yes. If you're not digging whatever we're playing, it's okay. It'll be over soon. Let's keep it positive. Okay.
Right.
All right. So, bam, like that. And there. Okay. So, this is my mom's first live stream with the super chats and everything. Oh, yeah. And also, Mama, you probably want to see... Oh, what happened? You probably want to be able to see the chat a little better, right?
I can see okay.
I'm going to move it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go like this. Okay. And I'll make two windows. I'm going to shrink that. I'm going to go window. I put this over here. Okay, so we're going to look up the music on this screen.
Okay.
And all
Great.
the chat will be there. So, is that okay? Does it look all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. And that's what they see. And that's what we're seeing. But that one's going to be a little delayed. See?
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, and it's going to get more and more delayed. I'm showing her the back end.
Yeah, I'm getting to...
She's getting educated.
Yeah. I'm edumacated.
All right, we got a piano. All right, friends, let's get started. We had some early super chats. Okay, cool. All right.
So some people have already indicated what they want.
Yes, they have.
Very good.
Okay, cool. Well, let's see. I forgot to look up what was being released in 1967 in case there's anything that I really love. I feel like I should just really quickly
Yeah, I can't remember back that far. I mean, I was alive, but it was a long time ago.
Okay. 40 Central album. Oh, God, what a terrible list. The Doors.
Oh, the Doors. Oh, my God.
The Rolling Stones. The Byrds. Jefferson Airplane.
Yes.
Surrealistic Pillow.
Yeah, I was really into the Doors.
Yeah? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Grateful Dead.
Oh, God, I saw the Grateful Dead live in San Francisco in Haight-Ashbury in 1968. And they weren't even, huge then.
Yeah.
It was some little back alley dive. And I was right in the front row. Everyone was sitting on the floor. Oh, man.
Awesome.
I can't believe it.
Oh, Procol Harum's self-titled album came out in 67.
Is this their first album?
Is there a Procol Harum song from that album that you really like?
Well, is that the Lighter Shade of Pale?
No.
Okay.
Well, it's...
'Cause that was their first really big hit. That was sort of their signature song.
Okay.
If you play that song, everybody who likes Procol Harum, oh, God, a salty dog. But that didn't come out in 67, I bet you.
Okay.
That's my favorite album.
Oh, okay. Well, these are the songs from this album. Do you recognize any of these? No.
Yeah, I recognize all of them.
Oh, okay.
Except Mabel. I guess I don't recognize all of them.
Are there any of these you want to hear today? Or...
Well, Conquistador is a kind of a, a classic Procol Harum song.
Yeah.
She Wandered Through the Garden Fence as well. It says remaster.
Don't worry about that.
Oh, okay. Something Followed Me. I remember that. I don't think I've heard Mabel.
Okay, well, I'll leave this up. You can look, and if later on you decide you want to listen to one of these, I will.
If somebody else wants to listen to any of those, then that would be like a...
Yes.
You know, I would go
you're a guest, so you, of course...
Really?
But we can wait. We can, if you might think of other songs as we go from this year.
Oh, my God, the Kinks. I just heard something by the Kinks the other day.
Uh-huh.
It was playing in, like, HEB or something. And I remember stopping and going, like... They're playing the Kinks?
The Moody... Wait, hang
Oh,
on.
Days of Future Past. Oh, God. Now, that's a life changer. That movie... I mean, that album was like the beginning of a concept album. You know, where all the songs kind of bled into each other. And
Okay, we have to play something from that, right?
oh, absolutely.
The Night. Isn't the
Nights
Night?
in White Satin.
Nights in White Satin,
That's
okay.
the classic
Okay.
Moody Blues.
Let's start with that. I had a feeling there was going to be something that
that is so...
kick it off with.
Yeah, that is so great.
So we're going to start it with The Night from the Moody Blues, Days of Future Past, and then we'll start in on your requests.
Sounds good.
Okay, here we go.
Oh. So we're muted now, right?
No.
Oh. That's right, it has this instrumental beginning. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh. So great.
Nights in white satin, never reaching the end. Letters I've written, never meaning to send. Beauty I'd always missed with these eyes before. Just what the truth is, I can't say anymore, 'cause I love you. Yes, I love you. Gazing at people, some hand in hand, just what I'm going through,
That chord.
they can understand. Some try to tell me thoughts they cannot defend. Just what you want to be, you will be in the end. And I love you. Yes, I love you. Oh, I love you.
use vests for orchestra.
I can't say anymore, 'cause I love you. Yes, I love you. Oh, I love you.
It's a harp.
Yeah. We're gonna stop it there. There's more, but
Yeah.
that's about the
That's
5-minute mark.
perfect ending.
What?
Whoa!
Oh, I love this song so much.
It's like, how many years ago? 67? It's ridiculous. And yet the music is so classic. This song will never go out of style.
No.
It is a masterpiece, this album. And this song is the quintessential Moody blues.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay, guys. So the main reason this song is so good is because of something called the flat 6 chord, which I've never talked about. But yeah, so the song is mostly in like kind of E minor-ish. But there's another part. There's another reason why it's so incredible is that there's always this tension between this is our home base chord, this dark, sad place. I mean, it's a beautiful song. It's not really sad, but
It's
just
melancholic.
yeah, it does. Yeah, exactly. That's a good word. Melancholic. But then it goes to this nearby chord, and when they do that, there's always something, either a violin or the singer, who hangs on to the home. So there's like dissonance and tension as they pull apart. So it's like that.
Yeah.
That note continues over onto this chord. And then finally it breaks.
Yeah.
And he does it with his voice too. He goes, "Oh, how I love you."
Yeah.
Whatever those. Actually, I always assumed those were kind of voices. You know, in the chorus when it's like. But now I'm starting to think it can't be voices. It must be strings.
Well, yeah, but I always thought it was a choral.
Okay.
It was choral. You know, because this is a full orchestra they have behind them.
Yeah.
So
I'm not
why
really
wouldn't
sure.
there be a chorus also? But we'd have to listen to it again, I think, to understand. But I just have to say one thing, and that is whenever I listened to this song when I guess I was like 14 or 15. So that was like a really pivotal time in my life, you know, to be listening to this kind of music. But I remember this, you know, the I love you, because I love you. And then he would say it over and over again. And it was like the simplest vocal, simplest lyric. I love you. I mean, how simple can you get? I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. But the way he sings it, it's like it's tearing out your heart and your soul. It's like I've never heard anybody sing I love you.
Kind of wails it.
Any other musicians have ever sung it quite that way. And also the instrumentation behind it. You know, it all works together. But it still did that for me just now. I haven't heard this in years. But that I love you, it's like it kills me. Yeah. It's like, it is a wail. It's like a howl. It's like, it's like physical. You know, it's like coming out of the depths of his soul. Yeah. And it's like, the first thought I had was like, to be loved like that. To have somebody love you like that, or to love something like that. You know, it's like one of the great things about being a human being, that you can experience that kind of love.
Yes. So, but back to the flat six. Okay. The flat six is here. It's in the chorus. So when he goes, this surprise major chord, I love you, dun, 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 that like rise up is so amazing. That's not a minor key thing. It's like a, you don't expect this major, it just feels so powerful. Yes, I love you. And then it goes up to the flat six. I love you. And that's when I break down.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I love you. And then that little love you. Lot of seconds, ninths, suspension feelings in this song. Love you. Another suspension.
So gorgeous.
Because the verse feels almost like, also this, that violin part, I love how it grows and falls and just
yes,
it crescendos and pulls back every single time.
Right.
The second time it lands on the new chord. And then this chord is so cool. It's kind of like a little Phrygian moment. And then you just don't see it coming. And then it's even better.
Yeah.
And it's just building. The whole ending is so cool with the dun 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 dun. That's a polyrhythm. And then the orchestra takes over the song after he's done, you know, he's wailed himself out of existence, and the orchestra comes in and goes da 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 da.
Yeah.
But there's a bunch of really cool chords in there. I probably don't have time to go over it, but maybe I'll make a video, like a real video about this song.
Well, you know, it would be
one day.
cool actually if you could. I know this is kind of ridiculous. Make a video of you singing along with the song, but singing what's happening.
Like what it just was.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, you're singing along with it. Right. Then, right.
And a little running.
Yeah, exactly. That would be hilarious and educational.
She's got the ideas.
Yeah, well, yeah. This is where it all started,
This
folks.
is where it all started.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right, we're going to move on to the next song. Let's take Heathen's request. Now, Heathen, you requested twice, but with two different artists, so I'm going to guess it's the second one, Extended Voices Sound Patterns, right? Hopefully we're on the right track here. Okay.
So unfamiliar to me.
Okay, I think I found it. Yes.
Is that the artist, Pauline Oliveros? Oh my God, Brandeis.
I'm going to turn this down.
Zappa been That's when I first heard Zappa. 66.
Wow.
Gosh.
I wonder if they were reading from sheet music.
Never expected that in a million years.
I wonder how that would have been written.
Yeah, really.
No flat six on this one. Yeah, no. This is what you call a tonal music.
Yes.
Yep. It's textural. It's visceral. That sounded, though, for sure, very 60s to me.
Oh, yeah.
Very, but like, you know how those dancers, what they call go-go dancers, where they would like dance to some of the like psychedelic stuff in the 60s?
Yeah, that's what they call them.
And they would do like this kind of like, it was like kind of silly, but also kind of trippy and like artsy,
Mm-hmm.
Like it was a little avant-garde. That's how that felt to me. I imagine them all wearing leotards and like fun hair and, very theatrical.
Yes.
But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what that looks like. What are they doing on stage? They can't just be all standing there, right? They've got to, at least that's in my head. I imagine that's probably not even a live show. It just sounds live. Wow, that is very interesting.
Very.
It sounded almost like people trying to sound like sound effects.
Yeah.
You're trying
Some
to
of it sounded a little bit like the movie that came out the year later, 2001. There was a couple of things in there that sounded exactly like it came from the soundtrack of 2001, which Stanley Kubrick did. And he used a lot of choral
Oh, yeah.
things instead of instruments. And there were a few sounds in there that sounded like they were directly taken from that, or that he took them directly from this.
Interesting.
Yeah, but who knows?
Thanks, Heathen. You always request interesting things, I have to say. I always know, I don't know exactly what I'm going to be in store for, but I always know it's going to be interesting and different. So.
Yeah, that was
very on brand.
mind-blowing. So cool.
We're going to take Baron of Grey Matter's request, Ode to Billie Joe by Bobby Gentry.
Oh, yeah, that was a big hit.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I don't know yet if I know it. I'll have to listen.
Yeah, it was a big hit in the sort of folk.
Big hit.
Yeah, that was pretty big.
5 bigs.
Yeah, it was big.
Yeah, it's pretty big. Okay, let's do it. I'm just going to turn our voice down a little bit when we listen.
It was the 3rd of June, another sleepy, dusty Delta day. I was out chopping cotton and my brother was baling hay. And at dinner time we stopped and walked back to the house to eat. And Mama hollered at the back door, y'all remember to wipe your feet. And then she said, I got some news this morning from Choctaw Ridge. Today Billie Joe McAllister jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge. Papa said to Mama as he passed around the black-eyed peas, well, Billie Joe never had a lick of sense. Pass the biscuits, please. There's 5 more acres in the lower 40 I got to plow. And Mama said it was a shame about Billie Joe anyhow. Seems like nothing ever comes to no good up on Choctaw Ridge. And now Billie Joe McAllister's jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge. Brother said he recollected when he and Tom and Billie Joe put a frog down my back at the Carroll County Picture Show. And wasn't I talking to him after church last Sunday night? I'll have another piece of apple pie. You know it don't seem right. I saw him at the sawmill yesterday on Choctaw Ridge. And now you tell me Billie Joe's jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge. Mama said to me, child, what's happened to your appetite? I've been cooking all morning and you haven't touched a single bite. That nice young preacher, Brother Taylor, dropped by today. Said he'd be pleased to have dinner on Sunday. Oh, by the way, he said he saw a girl that looked a lot like you up on Choctaw Ridge. And she and Billie Joe was throwing something off the Tallahatchie Bridge. A year has come and gone since we heard the news about Billie Joe. Brother married Becky Thompson, they bought a store in Tupelo. There was a virus going round, Papa caught it and he died last spring. And Now Mama doesn't seem to want to do much of anything. And me, I spend a lot of time picking flowers up on Choctaw Ridge and drop them into the muddy water off the Tallahatchie Bridge.
No drums. No drums in that one.
Wow.
Didn't need them. That was blues. And it was, although there was this one moment when she went, and that happened. And that's very magical folky. That's not a very bluesy sound, but otherwise
Definitely folk, blues folk.
bluesy folk. Yeah. And the strings though were my favorite part. Beautiful strings.
Yeah, and the strings were so dramatic.
Yeah. A lot of sweeping,
Yeah.
bending.
They really added a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope there's even more dramatic strings throughout this live stream because we started it that way and maybe it could be a theme. I also kind of feel, I know you're not as familiar with Radiohead as I am, but I'm just going to say this for everybody. I think maybe this kind of like 60s style of bringing in symphony orchestras into like popular music or, this kind of symphonic, cinematic sound of the 60s. I feel like Radiohead, Johnny Greenwood might have been inspired. I don't know. I haven't watched enough interviews about his film scoring, but especially all just the bending and the sweeping. The bending, the sweeping.
The bending and the sweeping.
Okay, so what's the verdict on Are You Experienced? Are we going to do it? You guys tell me, are we listening to Are You Experienced or not? I'm happy to do it if we didn't already do it. I just can't remember because my brain is Swiss cheese. Okay. Next is going to be Robin's request, and it's Clear Light, Street Singer. I'm not sure which one of those is the song, which one's the artist, but
Never heard of this one
Street
either.
Singer by Clear Light. Very trippy album cover.
Oh yeah, it's so 60s. Oh my god.
My eyes are sewn open, unable to close, and I'm stung by the breeze that my memory blows, and the breeze fans the fire that began as a spark. The blind old street singers sing songs in the dark, but where are the songs of the beauty? The old organ grinder has just gone insane, and his monkey lies dead, choked to death by his chain. And the cup, it lies empty, it hasn't died. My heartbeat, it slowed into 3/4 time. But where are the songs of my beauty? The anger of emptiness jumps from the queen as she summons her jester to dance and to sing. But the jester is crying and refuses to sing. He'll die in the morning at the hands of the king. But
never heard that. Have you?
No.
No.
I never heard of the band.
Yeah. It had a sick kind of. I liked the guitar. It was going bow, bow.
There was a lot happening in that song.
Yeah. It was in C. And it was in. I think it was in 3. One like a waltz, like a psychedelic rock waltz. Don't bum bum.
1, 2, 3. Yeah.
But there was one measure where it was just. I can't tell. They might have dropped some beats sometimes, but by dropped I mean like taken them out. Like sometimes you might have like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Like, but I think maybe it was just in 3. What's that?
It looks like 2001, but I'm not sure.
No, that's Matt Damon.
Oh, is that Matt Damon?
She's looking at the suggested.
Oh, okay.
That's from Interstellar.
They just ripped it off from 2001.
Anyway, but yeah, that one had. I think that one had some harmonic minor stuff going on, which is fun, and the organ playing harmonic minor, I feel like is so perfect. That like it definitely for a while it was just doing that, and which is a flat 6 situation again. They knew it was up, but eventually they went. Sounds so good with the organ. The drums were cool, creative. I mean, you can't do a typical rock beat in 3/4. You have to do something a little bit unusual, and they did.
And when that bass came in, all of a
Oh, the
sudden,
bass, right?
That was so nice. That was so nice.
Whatever. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
so
it was
cool.
really pretty.
I dug that. That was cool.
Yeah, that was.
I
This
would
is
listen-
great because, I grew up in this time, so I thought for sure I would know all the music. But so far, I've only known, I know Billy
2.
Joe
Right.
and Moody Blues.
Right.
And the other 2 are new to me.
Yeah.
So this is incredible for me, too. This whole other world opening up that I never knew existed. So thank
thought
you
so.
all so much
I thought so.
for bringing this to me. It's really exciting.
Same. Cool. All right. Let's see
The Turtles, there were 2. I guess there's so many. There were 2 requests for Happy Together.
Oh, great.
Yeah. And
Well-
that's very different. That was a pop, that was around the time that,
Oh, I know that song.
yeah,
We should do it.
everybody knows that. Yeah, that's a great little tune.
That is a really good.
Super big hit.
Okay, we're gonna
Turtles,
do.
I think
Turtles.
they were part of the British invasion.
The Beatles, the turtles, the
everybody-
monkeys, the whole
yeah,
zoo.
yeah,
the whole
everybody-
ecosystem was there.
We're trying to recreate the success of the Beatles.
Yes. All right.
But the Turtles had a few really good songs.
I can't say the word turtles anymore without thinking of that kid.
What kid?
The kid who gets interviewed. And
Oh,
says,
when he said, I like
I
turtles.
like turtles.
Oh, God. Yeah, he doesn't even say the R right. It's like, I like turtles.
I like turtles. All right.
So funny.
I do too. All right. Here we go.
Together.
I don't know why it didn't start at the beginning. That's weird. Let's
It needs to.
start. Okay.
Because it's got a nice
I know.
intro.
Imagine me and you, I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the girl you love and hold her tight. So happy together. If I should call you up, invest a dime, and you say you belong to me, lose my mind. Imagine how the world could be so very fine, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life. Me and you and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me. So so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life. Me and you and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together.
Very 60s.
No matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together. So happy
Now it's gonna
together.
crescendo.
And how is the weather? So happy together. We're happy together. So happy together.
It's the end now.
Okay, I gotta show y'all what's going on with the chords here because check this out. Okay, so
Okay.
it starts minor. Da 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 da, flat 7 chord, da da da, and then of course to flat 6 because it's the best, and then to the 5 chord, and that makes it harmonic minor. Which is why it gives it that sort of serious sound. Da, da, da. But then, for the chorus, it goes
to the
into mode
major.
mixture land. It goes, right. Da, 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 da,
It's all happy.
with the flat 7 still. So it's not like a major key exactly, but with the pedal tone, I think. For all my life. And then it goes to a flat 3 chord. So it's kind of bluesy. It's kind of a bluesy Mixolydian situation. It's not really Mixolydian, no. It's not. It's just mode mixture blues, whatever. But I love it.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's nice. And then at the end, they were going so happy together. Da, da. Sorry.
Ba, ba, ba,
Da, da, da.
ba,
Just
ba, ba,
just
ba.
the one and the fun. And it's got a swing. It had a swing. I mean, you could really 12/8 is probably how I would think about it. I think. Yeah. And then I love the drummer. The drummer did a great job.
And at the end too, he does all those fast little trills and stuff that I never even heard before until
yeah,
today.
totally.
It was like, oh, I didn't even know, he was doing that.
Yeah.
Because just when you listen to something when you're 15 or 14, and then you don't hear it for like years and years and years, it's a completely different experience.
Yeah. I'll bet. But there was a ride cymbal that I really liked. It was going.
Oh yeah, you were
like
pantomiming
dun,
that at one
dun,
point.
It was dun, dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun.
Was that a snare?
It's a cymbal
A cymbal?
called a
Okay.
ride. It's like a big cymbal, and you can hit it. Pink Floyd liked to play on the ride cymbal instead of the hi-hat a lot.
Oh, we
So it's
gotta
that
do
kind of
some
like
Pink Floyd.
sound.
Has anybody requested Pink Floyd?
I believe they have, yes. Yeah, I need to look.
Because man, that's
I know.
like the soundtrack of my life.
Right. Okay, so.
Oh look, someone said Mama Ixie. I want to see that.
Okay. Where is it? Oh,
I'm
yeah.
here. Best regards to. Aw, you're welcome. Yes, when I had her, I knew that a few decades later, she would be this brilliant musician who would touch all your lives forever. I knew. So you're welcome.
Your lives have been touched.
It was my pleasure. Totally. So thank you.
Okay, so
Lighter shade of pale.
I know. I was gonna say, so someone did request that, so I thought we could listen to that next. So this is a wider shade of pale, Procol Harum.
There's a couple requests for Doors, but they're different. Like one wants Break On Through, the other wants This Is the
We'll have
End.
to do a poll.
Yeah, and then the other one was something else.
All right, let's listen to
God,
Procol.
Zappa. We could, if we could do.
Oh yeah, I know this.
We skip the light fandango, turned cartwheels across the floor. I was feeling kind of seasick. The crowd called out for more. The room was humming harder as the ceiling flew away. When we call out for another drink, the waiter brought a tray. And so it was that later, as the miller told his tale, that her face at first just ghostly turned the wider shade of pale. She said there is no reason, and the truth is plain to see. But I wander through my playing cards, would not let her be
Oh, sorry.
one of 16 Vestal virgins who were leaving for the coast. And although my eyes were open, they might just as well have been closed. And so it was later, as the mirror told his tale, that her face at first just ghostly turned the wider shade of pale.
Oh, fade out.
Oh, it fades out. I never realized that.
Well, this is the single version, so maybe
Oh,
the
yeah.
album version was longer. But yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was a classic.
Yeah, and Procol Harum, for those of you who weren't around then, was one of the most influential of the sort of esoteric British bands. They weren't like pop, like the Turtles or some of the other more pop things like Herman's Hermits and things like that. But they, you know, they were extremely influential And I really just want to take a moment
Yeah, go ahead.
to say that 90% of the music that changed me in the 60s, the late 60s, was because of my older brother, Kenny. And he went to college. You know, he was 4 years older than I. So he went to college and he got turned on to all this incredible music that I would never have discovered on my own. And he brought it home. Like, when he came home for Thanksgiving, he brought home a huge amount of weed and all these albums. And he was like, you know, I was like 15 or something, or 14. And he was like, you have got to hear this music. And so, and he had very eclectic taste, you know, and so he turned me on to all these things that I'm so grateful. So I just wanted to do a shout out to my brother Kenny, who we lost in 2020. And he was like an extremely important part of my musical awakening.
Yeah.
And he had a really rough life, but he really made a huge contribution to me as a musician. And he was a really great big brother to me. And I love you, Kenny, and thank you for the music.
He was also a really amazing musician
Oh,
himself.
yeah, I forgot. She's reminding me. Yeah, he was a great musician, and he was a very talented songwriter.
Yeah.
He played piano and guitar and bass. He ended up playing bass. Bass was his favorite. And he played in bands and stuff his whole life. And he was a great singer, too. He had a
Oh, yeah.
really great voice.
It was kind of like a little husky and velvety.
Yeah, yeah.
Sort of smoky. It was like a smoky voice.
Yeah, it was.
really-
It was kind of had like this gritty,
Yeah. Texture.
yeah, and it made it really, it was powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was amazing. So wherever you are, Kenny, I hope you're listening in.
I'm pretty sure he subscribes. You know, I mean,
Yeah, he's got to be
Yeah.
one of your fans.
gotta be.
Yeah.
Um.
Thanks for letting me say that, guys.
Oh yeah, of course. This song I've heard so many times, and I
Which
didn't
song?
realize. Why does shit pale?
Oh, yeah.
And the thing that I realized, I was like, oh, the chords are so nice. Like the melody's it's so beautiful. It goes in so many different directions. And then I realized that part of it is because the bass is just going down the entire C major scale the whole time. So it's like maybe and then
Yes.
anyway, it just kept going. It kept going. It went all the way down, and then finally it goes, and then it goes down again, and then the water shade of pale or whatever. But it's so beautiful. So I've mentioned this to people before on these live streams. There's something called a line cliche. I don't know where that name comes from, but that's when a line, musical line, goes down or up by step, just like this. In this case, the bass is doing it, and it changes the chords as it goes. So I don't know if this qualifies technically, but it's felt like it. Each the chords changed with every descending note, and it was so beautiful, and it felt so natural. Like, I wonder if it just worked out that way, or if the bassist was like, what if I just go
Keep
down?
going down.
Yeah, if I just keep going down, what's going to happen? I don't
Yeah.
know, but it was just so beautiful.
Oh,
What's
this guy.
Okay, don't speak right.
I'm sorry. Sorry, guys.
It's like, we don't want to.
I'm not used to
It's okay.
the equipment.
Donovan? Is
Yeah.
that what you're pointing at?
Donovan was a folk singer.
The hurdy-gurdy man. I think we listened to that last.
That was one of his big hits, but he was just a single guy, and he played the guitar, of course, and he was really talented. He did a lot of big hits. He was very big for a while, and he was like one of the preeminent folk artists of the late 60s and early 70s.
I feel like we listened. I feel like that got recommended because I listened to it in a previous live stream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I I feel like I have heard that before. The Hurdy-Gurdy Man, right? Ugh, it's hard to remember. Okay. Well, that was absolutely beautiful. That was so the organ.
Yeah.
The organ is
the
like
organ is
doing
amazing.
the chords, and it was so pretty. And I could it's funny you decided to mention Kenny now, because did he ever cover this? I feel like
Oh yeah, he must have, because
feel like I swear
he
I've heard
played
him.
the organ.
Yeah.
Before he played the piano, he played the organ, and I'm sure he covered this because this was
That was totally
in his range.
Oh yeah, he sounds.
Gary Brooker
kind of like
was
that.
one of his idols.
Yeah.
As a vocalist, I'm sure he covered this with
Yeah.
one of his bands, at
Yeah.
least one of his bands. Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, we listened to Hurdy-Gurdy last time, but you weren't there. You weren't there for that
I
one.
wasn't there.
No. But yeah, what a beautiful song. It has almost that. I know that this one doesn't have any reggae in it, but it still reminds me of No Woman, No Cry.
Oh wow.
Like the version that became super popular, like later.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe not the original one. But I don't know. It's beautiful.
And also that lyric. At first, her face just ghostly turned a whiter shade of pale. I mean, come on.
That's pretty genius.
Like, where'd that come from?
Yeah.
That was amazing.
So good.
Really good.
All right. We're gonna try. I'm gonna do the Beatles, but sometimes they have copyright issues, so I'm gonna stop it and start it a couple times and analyze it instead of listening to the whole
Blue
thing.
Jay Way.
Blue Jay Way.
I don't even remember that one.
I'm trying to select it. I'm having trouble. Here we go. Blue Jay Way by the Beatles.
Beatles.
Oops, it copied this. Hang on.
But that was not Oh yeah, I guess 67. They broke up in 69.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it was from Magical Mystery Tour. That's probably why I don't remember it.
More organ.
Yeah, he really got into the organ.
Sorry.
This was the psychedelic period. I remember this now.
There's a fog upon LA, and my friends have lost their way. We'll be over soon, they said. Now they've lost themselves instead.
Oh my god.
Yeah, trippy.
Please don't be long. Please don't you be very long. Please don't be long. Or I may be asleep.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it. So I'm guessing that since George is like the main character in this music video, I haven't seen any other Beatle, that this is a George song.
It is.
Yeah.
You can tell. Well, first of all, I recognize his voice, and also that's his style.
Yeah.
He wrote this.
Yeah. So it's really interesting. I'm not sure what scales or parts of the world he was inspired by. I did hear that sort of stringed instrument that reminded me of India, but he goes. Da, 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 da.
He
That's
was very
pretty weird.
influenced by the Indian music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he got this scale from them as well. I'm not sure what this would be really, but
Yeah.
And then he was like, but then it went all Lydian, which is weird. It's also. But it sounds very dreamy, kind of lost.
Haunting.
Yeah. And okay, all right, we can start again.
Well, it only goes to show. And I told them where to go. Ask a policeman on the street. There's so many there to meet. Please don't be long. Please don't you be very long. Please don't be long. Or I may be asleep.
stop it again. Okay, listening a little bit longer now. Please don't be very long. It's so this part. He's singing. This is really unusual. He's singing mostly up this chord, which is a diminished seventh chord. It's not very natural, but he has all these patterns, and so it feels more catchy because they're such good songwriters. So they goes. So there's like weirdness, and then it resolves. Weird, and then it resolves, and then da 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 da, and then it resolves on the top two.
Right.
So he made it like still accessible but weird, and then
Accessible but weird.
accessible but weird. Then he
like
goes,
that.
please don't play very long, please don't, da, 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 and then da 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 da, and that's just straight up Lydian.
Wow.
Yes, very, very. But yeah, it doesn't have as it's not as like a hook. I mean, it is a little bit of a hook. Please don't be very. The rhythms are good,
Yeah.
but it's a little bit more experimental, a little bit more meandering, a little bit more, artsy.
Yeah, that's what happened to him. He
That's what
kind
happened to
of
him.
strayed away from the formula,
Yeah,
and he started getting really weird in a good way, in a George way. And,
Oh, and they had all these crazy effects on everything. I mean, the drums had like a phaser or flanger on them. His voice had chorus, or also maybe I can't remember, but it's got the
yeah, and I've never seen this video.
Yeah, they're watching the music video too. It's really
It is
kind of
really
fun.
weird. Yeah.
It's weird, but it's kind of playful.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all in it. But yeah, George is in the music video. He's playing the organ on a chalk drawing of a piano on the ground. That's what he's playing.
Yeah.
And then they're all like, Paul is playing a completely the wrong part of a white cello, like, but very obviously
Right.
looking like he's not playing it. Like he's not trying to look. It's very performative.
Oh, totally.
And then, but yeah, drums are cool. I like it. It's pretty trippy. It's maybe not something that I would like get stuck in my head the way their other ones do.
Right.
Oh my God, like earworms.
Oh,
The
God.
originator of the earworm.
They
the
were.
Beatles.
Every song was an earworm.
True. All right, let's finish this one out.
Please don't be long. Please don't you be very long. Please don't be long.
Such big balls.
Don't be long. Please don't you be very long. Please don't be long.
You hear the drone of this, just this
Yeah.
one chord.
Right.
Ooh, that was cool.
Yeah.
Tambourine.
Is that cello? Or viola?
It sounded like a cello to me.
Okay.
And also there was a cello in the music video, so I'm going to assume it was a cello.
Yeah. I wonder who played it. I wonder if it was actually Paul.
Sometimes they put credits down here. But
See, Musical Mystery Tour
Magical
was like
Mystery
the
Tour.
only album that I didn't like listen to a gazillion times.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Of course,
Thanks
now
for
I
exposing
recognize
us.
it.
Okay, yeah.
Of course I know that song.
Yes. Okay, next up is from Rob's request, Love Alone Again or. Okay.
That sounds new to me.
So the artist is Love, and the song's called Alone Again or.
Wow. Oh, yeah. I've seen that logo.
That's very 60s too. Like
Yeah.
all their faces like melding together.
Yeah, colors.
Said it's alright.
I've heard this.
I won't forget
This is
all the
really
times I've
great groove.
waited patiently for you, as you do heard a funny thing. Somebody said to me, you know that I could be in love with almost everyone. I think that people are the greatest fun. And I will be alone again tonight, my dear.
Nice guitar.
Oh, yeah. Gorgeous. That's a trumpet.
Sounds so far away.
Yeah, I heard a funny thing. Somebody said to me, you know that I could be in love with almost everyone. I think that people are the greatest one. And I will be alone again tonight, my dear.
Woo.
Really fabulous. I do know this song. I loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it. Haven't heard it in decades.
There was some Phrygian thing happening.
Was there a reggae beat in the beginning there?
I don't remember hearing reggae,
Okay.
but
Oh, a salty dog. There's a song on there that I just love.
try to ignore these because they're just like YouTube recommending stuff.
Random
but
stuff.
It's not
Okay.
relevant for this.
Okay.
But yeah, I think there was like a Phrygian thing that happened, and then when there was the instrumental section, the horns were like blah 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 blah, blah whatever.
Yeah, there was like a trumpet in there.
Yeah,
Like a mariachi band.
yeah, and then but then it broke away from that. It was just sort of a one section of it. But I really loved the fingerpick guitar. That was so cool.
Oh, the guitar. Oh,
They drenched it in effects too.
heavily.
So it sounded very
beautiful. Some guy, I can't remember his name, but he asked if you already played Ode to Billie Joe. And
I already responded to him.
oh, you did? Okay,
Yeah.
good. Because I think he asked a couple times. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. So it's not the Andalusian cadence. The Andalusian cadence goes like that. But this is just the other direction. Sorry. Actually, I think it was maybe 2 major chords. But this kind of implies the scale Phrygian dominant, which is also called Spanish Phrygian. So you're not like wrong in
Oh.
hearing the
Mariachi thing.
well, that's I think
That's
more
what
Mexican.
came up for me.
Oh,
But
okay.
I don't have the same kind of scoop of,
I was kind of thinking almost Spain, like flamenco maybe or something, a little bit like. But yeah, the trumpet did feel a little. It brought up those feelings of like a Mexican mariachi. a little
Yeah,
bit,
it
'cause
did.
They have all those horns. Yeah. Cool. That was neat. And we were looking at the album cover, and I mean, to me, it reminds me immediately of Revolver. Which is like all their faces.
Oh, yeah.
It's
All
all
melded
trippy
together.
and swirly and crazy. Although that one's black and white. This one's like
Psychedelic.
very. It looks literally colored in. It looks like they took crayons and they like
It does.
colored it in.
They probably did.
They probably did while they were high. I mean, who knows? Awesome.
There's so many great
I
songs.
know. Okay, next is Leanne's request, and it's Womankind by the Incredible String Band.
Oh yeah, they were so good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cool. I
great
don't
band.
know if I know this one. We'll see.
Great band.
I sing for love of womankind. I have one in my heart and mind. Lo, my heart aches for her.
Wow. That's
My
gotta be a
soul
mandolin,
swims
right?
naked
Mandolin.
in her stream, and in her meadows lies to dream. Hey, what need to waken? Her breast blow blossom in my hands. Her eyes shine moons on secret lands. As through my clouds her raven thoughts go flying. Space nearly parts and nearly joins. Love's magic song moans through our loins. Oh, hey, the league-long sweets of loving. May she glow always in her sun, have nothing lost and nothing won. Oh, now what fear can chain her? Oh, blessed is he who joys and grieves, who wears the coat the rainbow weaves. Lo, around his body.
Oh, man.
Somebody said that it was a guitar, not a mandolin, I think. When we were saying it, I think it's a mandolin.
Oh, really?
And then she said it's a guitar.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if that was directed at us.
Probably.
Yeah.
There's a delay. Like, things are a little out of sync time-wise between the chat and
Okay.
us live. So, yeah, it'll feel delayed. Very folky.
Very folky and very like Irish or British or like from another time. You know, like channeling some kind of older,
Maybe it was an old folk song.
could have been, or they just wanted to write it in the style of that older.
I gotta figure out these chords. The one that kept happening, the da 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 da. Like,
Yeah.
that was the first one, and then no, it was weirder than that.
Yeah,
Nope.
somebody else said that. That's guitar for sure.
Okay. I'd have to listen to it again, but I think it was three really like major chords, but they were kind of in a weird. Oh, wait. All right, hang on. And then. Oh, minor. That's why. Okay, so I think it's. That kind of does sound like Radiohead. Someone said, but even, yeah, the singing also kind of felt Radiohead-y. I mean, I know, obviously, it's the other way around, but you know what I mean. That was so interesting. It was beautiful. I felt like I was drifting with them. I was like, there's this pulse. They're so in time with the pulse, but I never knew, like, when they were going to sing, when the melody would be over, when they were going to repeat something. Like, it was very unpredictable, and I was just sort of along for the ride with it. Which, you know, is not the case with a lot of more accessible music, where it's got structure that you're used to, and you can kind of assume something's going to happen next because it happened. Like with the Monkees song.
Right.
You know? But this was like so... It's the kind of song when I'm listening to it, I'm like, how do they know when to change chords? Like, obviously they know, but like I can't even feel what they're feeling.
Yeah.
So it's kind of impressive. Anyway.
And they're obviously extremely skilled.
Oh yeah, the finger picking was so
Yeah.
pretty.
So pristine.
So, all right.
God, I wish we could do this all day long.
The next one is Autumn's Child, Captain Beefheart and his magical band.
Oh my God.
All
I
right.
haven't heard that in forever.
I don't know if I've heard it.
Go back 10 years ago, Sunbeams dancing round. Go back 10 years ago,
Ooh, is that Theremin?
Sunbeams dancing down.
It's gotta be Theremin.
Theremin?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Autumn child, autumn child. Autumn child got a loophole around the finger. Halo rings ahead. Cornhusk hair makes me linger. Who catch fair meets my dare. A man's chair greased my stare. Gonna be my wife, she sang, she said. Ooh, she's gonna be my wife, gonna spice my life, she said. Go back 10 years ago, Sunbeams everywhere. Go back 10 years ago, sunbeams fill the air.
Oh man. Stereo mix on this is brutal.
Harvest moon, remember, apple down and trail above fish pond, streak of pine. Found the child I had to find. Apples shine, share together. Got the time to make her mine. Fish pond streaks of kind. Found the child I had to find. Autumn child I met at a balloon bus picnic. Ooh, she caught me boy with the beauty queen. Who takes green eyes. Buttons and bows and fancy ties.
Is that better?
Who beat a dust under trees of rust.
I'm just having to look past the mic.
Make
What-
them sandals
where would be better,
gamble
right or
underneath
left?
the trust.
That's better.
Okay.
Gonna be my wife, gonna spice my life. Gonna be my wife, she sang, she said. Gonna be my wife, gonna spice my life, she
Spice my
said.
life.
Go back 10 years ago, sunbeams shining down. Go back 10 years ago, sunbeams white and brown. Autumn child, autumn child, autumn's child, autumn's child.
Wow.
Milo. Hi. You trying to like?
Where is she?
She's trying to.
Oh.
She's trying to get up, but you know, things are crowded
Yes.
right now. So. Hey, baby. What you
Sweetie.
think? Hi. Well, that was fun.
Yeah, that was
I
really
mean,
fun.
A lot of different directions, and
It reminded me a little bit of, like, there was some, like, Zappa-ish,
yeah.
like, things. Like, either he was influenced by Zappa or vice versa. Because there were some similar things going on. It's hard to explain, but, you know, being so familiar with Zappa, I couldn't help hear some of it in there. Especially his early stuff.
Oh, careful, Milo.
Oh, my water.
Did you just stay on her laps?
Yeah, just stay.
She's like, of course I won't. Especially now that you want me to do that.
Oh, God. Cats.
Oh.
Making music with cats.
Oh.
Oh, my goodness. She likes
She's
me.
having a moment with Grandma.
Yeah. It's the first time.
I know.
Hi,
I don't think she's
Marie.
ever been on your lap, has she?
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
That
you
was
saw it
so
here
sweet.
first. It's on camera.
Aw,
Recorded for all time.
that's so cool.
Oh, man.
Now she's like behind me.
Yeah. Well, that's so normally where you're sitting, there's
That's
this.
one of her spots.
Yeah, and yeah, exactly. And so she gets to look out the window. So she's trying to kind of figure out how to do it right now. That's why her butthole is right next to your face.
It's not very graceful.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Cool. All right, we're gonna keep moving. We still got lots of great songs to get through.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
You guys have such great
I know.
taste in music. It's just like really impressive.
Okay, we're doing the Byrds next.
Oh, God, the Byrds.
Everyone's
One of my
been-
favorite.
Yeah.
I don't think I've heard this one.
Okay. Well, we'll see. I mean, who knows? Maybe you've
Maybe I heard it, but I
You
didn't
just don't know.
realize it. Yeah.
Okay. Oops. Hang on. Let's try.
Yeah, they were also like they had some big hits like the Turtles. It was a similar,
Okay, the Byrds, the Turtles, the Beatles,
Yeah.
the Monkeys.
and of course, you know, Birds with a Y.
I know, of course.
You know,
What other animals? What other bands had animal names at this time?
right? I can't
Or
remember.
anybody else?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys in the
Yeah,
chat.
you
come
guys
through
in
for
the
us.
chat. Yeah, think of some other animal names.
Okay, here we go. Everybody's Been Burned is the song name,
Okay.
not with a Y.
See how? Look at that font. So 60s. They were all using that font.
Everybody has been burned
Yeah.
before.
Sorry.
Everybody knows the pain.
Ooh, is it pretty?
Anyone in this place can tell you to your face why you
you shouldn't try to love someone. Everybody knows it never works. Everybody knows, and me.
Word.
I know that door that shuts just before you get to the dream. You see.
Oh, there's like a bossa nova or clave thing going on.
Oh, yeah.
I know all too well how to turn, how to run, how to hide behind a bitter wall of blue.
Oh, that part.
But you die inside if you choose to hide. So I guess instead I love you.
Okay, hang on before I forget.
Really nice.
Reminds me of something. I wonder if something more modern sampled this.
Sounds soundtracky.
Yeah, it's a little bit also like spy movie.
Yeah, a couple people mentioned that it sounded like James Bond.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, because they would have those, like, this is another line cliche. And they have very chromatic ones. But how pretty was this? This is so pretty. And there's this one chord that I just couldn't get
So
over.
pretty.
Anyone in this place can tell you to your face why you shouldn't try to love someone.
I think sometimes what happens, so it's like it's kind of a minor key feel, but then they kind of push the tension, and then at the very last minute it resolves to like it goes major, and there's like that ninth, like that tension, like I think that's what I was freaking out about. I love a good add 9. That's what this is called. My mom's a musician. You also love add 9s. You just don't know what they're called.
Right.
But they're all over your music.
See, I don't even know what I did, and she'll say,
She also loves
"Oh, that was a great
suspensions."
diminished seventh, whatever," and I'll be like, "What? What are you talking about?" Because I taught myself how to play the piano, so I don't know.
We'll do another live stream about that sometime.
Pink Floyd.
Okay, you want to do Pink Floyd next?
Well, it seems like heartbreaking to leave them out of this.
Oh, I wasn't going to leave him out.
Oh, you weren't.
I mean, did nobody request Pink Floyd?
I keep
Oh.
saying Pink Floyd coming up, like on the chat. Like,
Oh, okay.
people will just mention it.
But it's not on a super chat. Okay.
The super chat is the okay.
Well, I had to purchase the super chat.
no, I think you do. You absolutely do.
We have a little under a half hour left, so.
And we have
One,
Jefferson
2,
Airplane,
3,
White Rabbit, of course. It's a
and then
classic.
we'll do a poll for the Doors. So yeah, I think we could fit Pink Floyd. Well, what's the one that? Do you want me to see what came out that year? Or
Well,
Or do you know?
I don't remember.
okay.
The album that I remember the most is Echoes. I think it's Echoes.
Okay. Well, the album that came out in '67.
This is the album I remember. The one with
was their first one.
The one. No, it's called Metal. Sorry.
Right, but that's.
When did that come out? MEDDLE. Metal.
I don't know, but probably the '70s.
There it is. 71. Okay.
So anyway,
Too soon.
So what do you guys want from the Pink? This is the first Pink Floyd album, The Piper at the Gates of Dawn.
See, I don't even know if I've ever heard that.
Okay, so if anybody, A Piper at the Gates was requested. Okay. Okay, I can make a poll. Lucifer Sam, Piper. Okay. Bike. Okay.
Yes, since
All right,
I'm
I'll
not
make a poll.
familiar with any of these
I'll make a poll.
songs.
Okay.
God.
Lucifer Sam. My eyes are not seeing what people are saying. The Piper, I don't see that.
Says Piper is the album. Poll is fair.
Oh, got it. You're right.
See Emily play.
Okay, bike. Okay. I don't see Emily play here. Unless they released a single.
Piper at the Gates of Dawn is the name of the album, yeah.
Okay.
So,
Gotcha.
Lucifer Sam, it's short. See Emily play was requested.
Well,
I see
where-
Lucifer Sam again. See Emily play again.
See Emily play. Ooh. Is that from '67? It was a single. Okay, all right. I'll
Is
put
that from their first album?
This is a single only. Not. I guess it wasn't on an album.
Oh.
Okay, I will start a poll with these 3 songs. You guys go. Pick your fave. All right. Well, anyway, I loved the Byrds song. It's absolutely gorgeous. I would listen to that again for sure. The guitar, the finger picking,
Oh, yeah.
the mystery, the drama.
That was very cool.
The like gentle 60s floaty male like psychedelic vocals are so my jam.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the way Procol Harum sounds on. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say Procol Harum. I meant to say Blue Oyster Cult on Don't Fear the Reaper. Like those kind of like floaty, like breathy male vocals in the 60s were so pretty.
Yes.
So that had that, and really cool twists and turns with harmony. And yeah, I meant to mention the drums, the cross. So there was no snare like hit. It was a cross stick, and I swear it was doing up like a clave or a bossa nova thing. Like, wow. Anyway, that was really cool. Okay, next.
Gosh, there's so many super chats.
I know. Look at them all. Look at them all.
Goodness, you guys are awesome.
Okay, Ryan TV requested Some Velvet Morning by Nancy Sinatra.
Oh, God. Nancy Sinatra, okay. You know who she is. She's the daughter of Frank Sinatra.
I figured.
And she tried to,
Okay, but keep positive.
Oh, no, she had a few really good hits.
Yeah.
These boots are made for walking.
Oh!
Are kind of like, it's kind of like,
That is part of my DNA because
Absolutely.
Tapestry used
Yeah,
that song for one of their...
yeah, everybody knows
These
that
boots are
song.
made for
I don't
walking.
think I've heard a
That's
lot of
just
her
what
stuff, but
they'll
that's the
do.
one I remember.
One of these days... these
Boots are gonna walk all over you.
Okay.
Right, everybody knows that
All
song.
right, but we're going to do Some Velvet Morning. I feel like I've heard this. I'm not sure. Why is it starting in the middle of the song? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Who's the
There's Lee Hazelwood.
A lot of strings in the 60s.
Yeah.
I am a fan. Ooh, tempo change. Speeding up.
Some velvet morning when I'm straight, I'm gonna open up your gate
I knew he was going to say gate.
Yeah. What else did he say?
and maybe tell you about Phaedra and how she gave me life and how she made it in.
They liked reverb in the 60s.
Oh, yeah.
They were not afraid.
Big time.
When I'm straight.
Drenched.
Right.
Ooh.
Flowers growing on a hill, dragonflies and daffodils learn from us very much. Look at us, but do not touch. Phaedra is my name.
Some velvet morning when I'm straight, I'm gonna open up your gate and maybe tell you about Phaedra and how she gave me life
Who's Phaedra?
and how she made it in. Some velvet morning when I'm straight.
Flowers are the things we know. Secrets are the things we grow. Learn from us very much. Look at us, but do not touch. Phaedra is my name.
Some velvet morning when I'm straight.
Flowers
Ah!
growing on a hill,
I'm gonna open up your gate
dragonflies and daffodils
and maybe tell you about Phaedra
learn from us very much.
and how she gave me life
Look at us, but do not touch.
and how she made it in.
Whoa.
So that was like a concept, right?
Yeah,
'Cause it's-
that really was.
I had to look up
And
who
I-
Phaedra was.
I knew it was something from Greek mythology, but I couldn't remember what it was exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I never knew that Nancy Sinatra did some kind of stuff like this. This is like way out there.
It's really interesting hearing her sing so differently than her dad,
Yeah.
though. She has this really pure, almost like childlike, straight, like lack of affect tone. Whereas
Yes.
he was so like expressive.
Oh, I know. It
you
was so
And he had
theatrical.
all this vibrato, and she's just like, la 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 la.
Yes.
Very deliberate, I think, to like
Yeah, it's
maybe
almost
sound not like him. or-
Childlike.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was like innocent.
Yeah. Yeah.
And whereas in Boots Are Made for Walking, she's got a whole different attitude.
You
You know,
keep.
it's
yeah,
one of those
yeah,
like, you know, women's empowerment songs, you know.
Yeah.
You can't screw with me. I'm going to hit you over the head with my boot.
Right. But no, but this one was cool that way that like, you know, her part had a different time signature
Yeah.
and different chords, and then they, you know, then it go back to him, and then they mixed them.
That was so interesting.
Yeah. I was not expecting that.
Thank you, whoever requested that.
Wow.
I never would have heard that. And I always think of her, yeah, you know, as just boots are made for walking. That's about it.
No longer. All right, we're gonna do Pink Floyd. See Emily Play. Is,
Okay.
Is what,
That's the one that
what won
won.
the poll.
See,
Yeah.
and I never heard that before.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Early Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
but misunderstands. She's often inclined to borrow somebody's dreams till tomorrow. There is no other day. Let's try it another way. You'll lose your mind and play free games for me. See Emily play. Soon after dark, Emily cries, gazing through trees in sorrow, hardly a sound till tomorrow. There is no other day. Let's try it another way. You'll lose your mind and play free games for me. See Emily play. Put on a gown that touches the ground. Float on a river forever and ever. Emily, Emily. There is no other day. Let's try it another way. You'll lose your mind and play free games for me. See Emily play.
Oh, okay.
Man, that music video reminded me so much of the Beatles
I
one.
know. I was going to say, it even sounded like the Beatles in the beginning.
It really didn't
really
sound like the
did.
Pink Floyd that I know.
Yeah.
It was like a very different
Totally different.
incarnation of them. It's
Yeah.
the beginning.
Yes, this was there early. This was very early on.
Wow.
Because if the album that I love, Metal,
Was 71.
didn't come out in 71, that's a long time for, music.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of evolution.
Yeah.
And then there was, there's been many other albums too. I mean, they were very prolific.
Yeah. Someone said the chorus sounded like another song. So it was all major chords, but always a whole step apart. So it was like, there's no other way. Something da da da, which is like very mixolydian sounding. And then it went like this, and then like this, and then da da da. Another, and then it went and then anyway.
Wow.
All major chords, all like just stepping to the side. And I feel like that's such a popular move in the 60s was this. That just sounds
Yeah.
like 60s psychedelic rock to me in a nutshell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, love it. But yeah, it was so upbeat and they were so goofy in that music video.
I know. And they were so different later on. Well, apparently there was a different era, like this Syd Barrett, who I've never heard of. People are paying homage to him.
I saw that.
And I saw someone say R.I.P. Syd Barrett. Apparently he's no longer with us. And then someone said, well, I was in a Barrett cover band for 10 years. And so apparently they had distinct, see it says,
Oh, so
I
Sid was in the band at first.
preferred the Sid era to the David Gilmour, Roger Waters era, which is what I got turned on to. This David Gilmour
I see.
and Roger Waters.
Wow.
That's who Pink Floyd was for me. So apparently there was a whole other
Yeah.
era that I missed.
Well, that makes sense. Each member of the band is going to bring their
Absolutely.
own sound to it. So
And so here he says, yeah, I prefer the Sid era to the Roger Waters and David Gilmour era, which is, these were the guys that I fell in love with.
Something for everybody.
Yeah, but it's so interesting to think about all that music that they did before
Right.
I even discovered them.
I hate to cut you off because I love what you're saying, but we unfortunately have time constraints and more songs to get to.
I
So
know,
we're
I
going to
know.
move forward from here.
It's okay. I'm used to people telling me to shut up.
So we're going to move forward with the Kinks. Oh, wait, sorry. Play Kinks. My bad. That's a different song. I mean, different band than I was thinking of. Okay. And then I'm going to create a poll for the Doors while we do this.
Yeah, because there's a lot of great songs.
Oh, no. You're saying please play Kinks. You are saying the Kinks.
That's
okay.
what they're saying.
All right, the
Okay.
Kinks, Waterloo Sunset. You got it. Here we go.
Yeah, the Kinks were definitely important in the 60s.
Dirty old river, must you keep rolling, flowing into the night? People so busy, make me feel dizzy. Taxi light shines so bright, but I don't need no friend as long as I gaze on Waterloo sunset, I am in paradise. Every day I look at the world from my window. But chilly, chilly is the evening time. Waterloo sunset time.
Everyone sounds like the Beatles.
I know. Well, they're all Beatles.
Terry meets Julie, Waterloo
This sounds so much
Station,
like the Beatles.
every Friday night. But I am so lazy, don't want to wander, I stay at home at night. But I don't feel afraid, as long as I gaze on Waterloo sunset, I am in paradise.
Take off your headphones. Or like open up your. So we're running out of time. We might be able to say all of them, but we probably can't really talk much more. Okay, got it.
Chilly, chilly is the evening time. Waterloo sunset's fine. Waterloo sunset's fine. Millions of people swarming like flies round Waterloo underground. But Terry and Julie cross over the river, where they feel safe and sound. And they don't need no friends, as long as they gaze on Waterloo sunset, they are in paradise. Waterloo sunset's
I liked that. That was good.
I did too. It was very, very kinky.
So we're at the point where we're going to try to fit in all the rest of your requests in the super chats, but that means like pretty much zero talking for us. So we're just going to go right to the next one, which is Jefferson Airplane, White Rabbit. I mean, how could we not? It's such a cool song. Okay.
I know.
One pill makes you larger, gives you, don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall. And if you go chasing rabbits and you know you're going to fall, tell 'em a hookah smoking caterpillar has given you the call. Call Alice when she was just small. When the men on the chessboard get up and tell you where to go, and you've just had some kind of mushroom, and your mind is moving low, go ask Alice, I think she'll know. When logic and proportion have fallen slowly dead, and the white knight is talking backwards, and the red queen's off her head, remember what the dormouse said. Feed your head, feed your
Nothing sounds like that.
There is
That's such a great song.
magnificent.
So good. All right. Are You Experienced by Jimi Hendrix? I'm sorry. I don't know what this version is, but I'm going to find a different one because that's weird. Here we go. Visitors. Doors. We've gone through. Huh? Oh, yes. The doors. What? It is the doors. It is the doors. Oh, you're right. I'll tell you later. Pretty trippy.
He was so ahead of his time.
Nice. Okay, friends. Clores, I'm sorry. I think we ran out of time to do yours. But thanks for understanding, as always. But we are going to do the Doors. Break on through to the other side as our last track. And then we will say goodbye for now and see you next week for more. You want to come back next week?
Yeah.
Okay.
I promise I won't talk as much.
Well, I mean, I brought you here to talk, so it's like,
That's
you know.
true.
But we'll figure out our groove and our flow. And by the
Yeah.
way, this happens to me every time. It's not your fault.
Oh, you always run out of time.
I like to talk too. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Okay. So I see now. If you put the cursor over the preview, it starts playing. That's so. Why would it do that? Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, there was nothing like the Doors.
You know the day destroys the night, night divides the day. Try to run, try to hide, break on through to the other side, break on through to the other side, break on through to the other side, yeah. We chased our pleasures here, dug our treasures there, but can you still recall the time we cried? Break on through to the other side, break on through to the other side.
That's a compliment. It's just in like modern Gen Z jargon.
Or mother.
It's Gen Z. It means build her up and then let her do her thing. I think.
Sounds like he wants me to shut up.
No. Let her cook means let her do her thing. It's a compliment.
Oh, okay.
I promise.
All right.
Break on through to the other side, break on through to the other side, break on through.
See, it's the opposite of shut.
Rain to sea, wind to week, day to day.
Oh yeah.
Baby straight, deep and wide. Break on through to the other side. Break on through to the other side. Break on through. Break on through. Break on through.
All eyes.
Break on
Oh, okay.
All except for except for the Y in the beginning. Laryngitis. Yeah.
Okay. That was the end. Okay. That's it. We're going to say goodbye now. And thanks so much again for your awesome requests and your wonderful super chats. And next week at the same time, we're doing 1966. So
Oh my God, we're going backwards.
we actually are going backwards. It's just something we've been doing with these streams.
But this is when it all started, was the late 60s. You know, everything just exploded.
Yeah,
And, you know, I was right there for it the whole time.
totally.
I'm so grateful. Thank you all so much
Yeah.
for your support.
Thanks for coming, Mama.
Yeah, it was really, like, this is the best.
Y'all are the best.
Yeah, you guys are so great. I love your comments and, wish we could do it all day.
I bet you could.
I could.
I think you have more of a battery for performing than
Oh yeah,
I do.
I could go on.
By
and on.
performing, you know what I mean. Like, you know,
Yeah.
you're kind of like on
I do. Well,
a virtual stage.
because
Okay, wait, we can't do this.
Okay.
We have to go. I have a lesson.
It is amazing.
Yes,
oh, you
she
have a
is.
lesson?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
Because I really have to go. Okay, bye, everybody. Thanks so much. Thanks, Mama.
Bye.
All right. See you next week.
Love you guys.